Hey everyone, I'm really glad you joined me today. Well, I have a friend who can't have very many, if at all, fresh flowers in her house because one of the family members that lives in the household has some really severe allergies. So I've had these faux flowers for, oh gosh, a couple months now, and I've been wanting to make her a faux flower arrangement. And then my husband and I were doing a little bit of antique shopping in some antique flea markets, and I found this picture. Isn't this like so perfect for autumn? It's kind of looking mustard color, I noticed in the camera, but it's kind of a blend between mustard and I don't know, tan. So I thought it would be perfect. And then I'll show you the flowers real quick. These are kind of like a panicle hydrangea or a smooth hydrangea. Don't they look real? I'm like, wow, they look so real. I have 3 of those. And then this scheffalera here, and I've already started cutting on it. I wanted to see if my little snips were heavy duty enough. I have my heavy duty ones out in the greenhouse, but it's raining and I don't want to go out there. So this is, they called it a scheffalera, a couple sprigs or bushes of fern. And then I have no idea what this flower is. I don't know. And I have no idea what this flower is as well, but I thought it was really pretty, and they're all so realistic looking. And then this is the white version or the cream colored version of this burgundy one, whatever that is. I don't know what they're thinking this is supposed to be. I should probably be able to tell that from the leaf. It almost looks like a chrysanthemum leaf. So I don't know, but like I said, I've started cutting on it a little bit. So I do have an oasis block in here, and I cut it so it would fit in the vase. You could also use poultry wire. I've used that for faux flowers. Of course, I use it for real flowers, but you could use that. You could use, I don't know, you could use, I've used newspaper before to try to make a little bit of a flower frog, but this works pretty good. And I think this particular brand, and I'm sorry I can't tell you the brand because the lady didn't tell me, but is a little bit less toxic than some of them on the market. So I was happy about that. So I really don't have a huge vision here for this yet, but I just love this picture so much that I thought, oh boy, that's going to be so pretty. Normally I would do my greenery first, and I probably will only end up using one of these, but let's see. And of course this is too long, you know. If I just stuck it down in there, it would be yay tall, and I don't want it that tall. You know, I don't want it to be overwhelming for her for wherever she decides to put it. So I could cut the different fronds off, which I may do. I may just start cutting it up and seeing what I want to do. And also usually your faux flowers have sections. There's a wire in here, and you can bend it in a section and just bend it back and forth and it'll break off. But I have my little snips here, and these are just little teeny snips. I really should get my bigger snips, but I didn't want to go out in the rain. So let's see, let's start here. Okay, so we'll start kind of building our little arrangement. So I'm just going to start, you know, sort of sticking things in here. And when you first start, or when I first start, whatever kind of bouquet or arrangement I'm making, it just looks horrible and you want to quit. And so you just keep going, and it will start taking shape. And the good thing about this oasis block, or any frog you're using, you can take things in and out. And if it doesn't work, you like rearrange it. Same with fresh flowers. If it doesn't work, you know, just take it out. All right, so you can see we're starting to build our foundation here. And I know I'm going to need some greenery in the center. I don't want it to be like the greenery all around the edges. That doesn't make sense. And then I usually either go with the bigger elements or a few more spiky elements. I don't know. Let me see how this scheffalera looks in here. Oh, those colors are just like perfect. All right, next let's put in some of these panicle hydrangeas. And I don't want there to be a front and a back. I want it to be kind of where she could just set it on anywhere she wanted to. She has a lovely kitchen island. I don't know where she'll set it, but if she chose to set it there, then I want it to be like, to be able to be seen all around. Now, I'm not sure that these are going to cut this, but oh, well, look at that. That was just plastic. That was really easy. Okay, so that worked. Since it's plastic and it cuts really easily, I'm gonna cut like you were cutting a live real branch. I'm gonna cut it at an angle so that it will kind of go down in there a little bit easier, maybe, hopefully. Okay, so I want this one a little taller. Okay, all right, so we have one more hydrangea bloom. And like I said, I don't want it to get like too tall and too overwhelming. So I'm going to cut a little bit off of this one just to see what we have here. And I don't know whether I want to put it like in the center. I guess it's going to go in the center. Boy, if I had 2 more hydrangea blooms, I think that would be perfect, but this is what I have, so we're gonna work with what I have. Okay, I think now we'll add some of this, and I definitely wanna cut this down because, you know, I just don't want it to be like so tall. So let's see how we can do this. That went easy. Kind of following the lines of the Schefflera there, and I have the 3 hydrangeas kind of like in a row. I'm not sure that's exactly how I wanted them. I'm wondering if I should take this one out and cut it down a little bit. I think I should. It just, I don't know, it's just a little taller than I want it to be, but oh boy, is it down in there. It might have to stay, or I might have to just try to, I can't really get it pushed down anymore. For some reason, maybe I can't this way. No, I can't. All right, it's gonna have to stay. I'll just bend it down. That helped, bending it. That helped a little bit, so it's coming together. I hope, you know, if you're a professional at this, you're probably standing there going, really, really, what does she do? So, I truly hope that it will bless my friend and brighten up her day a little bit. All right, so I was able to get this guy out without wrecking everything. I'm just gonna take it up here. We're just gonna go for it. And I'm gonna try to stick it back in kind of like the same hole it was in. Yeah, I like that much better. Yeah. Look how that just kind of sits in there. Very nice, very lovely. Now let's start adding some of this darker, and I have these 3 little pieces that I might fill in around the bottom. You can see that these kind of pieces here, these short pieces, really work good for like filling in if you have a gap and you want to fill in around a bottom. Save those. And sometimes you might need to pull like a lower leaf off because it would be in the way. You just don't want it or need it there. Oh, I said I was going to start doing some of the darker colors, didn't I? I might have to go out in my stash. I have a stash of faux flowers out in my garage building, and I might have to venture out in the rain anyway and get a few more things. We'll see. I want to be careful I don't cut off too much. I do kind of wish I had more of this color, this burgundy color, but might be just enough to kind of accent. Throw a few different colors in there. And the thing of it is, when you're doing a faux flower arrangement, it doesn't have to be perfect because flowers aren't perfect. They don't grow perfectly. You want to kind of give it that look of like, oh wow, you just you went out and picked a bunch of flowers and you held them in your hand and you put them in the vase and it looks so pretty and so natural. So that's kind of what you're wanting to do. Okay, the only thing we have left now is more of the fern and then these little pieces here like I said, but I'm just putting these little pieces around and filling them in where there might be a little gap or a hole, so that they won't, we won't be wasting them. And I can always add more fern fronds. Is that what you call them, fronds? I do see a hole there that I do need a little bit more fern, I think. We can get a longer one. Yeah, like that. I think I might just add a few more fern pieces here and then we'll call it. She lives in the mountains, I live in the mountains, and we have ferns. So she will relate to that, and she'll relate to the hydrangeas, and she has beautiful flowers outside too. And her gardens are very lovely, and some pines, what is it, Norway spruce, on her property. Her and her husband hplanted them. Oh my word, they're just so beautiful. When you drive into their property, into their home, it's just like these trees are lining the drive, and you feel like you're just going back into the mountain. It's really a lovely, lovely home. I think we've got it. Maybe one more piece of fern there. Yeah, this fern is like superb. One more piece of fern where? I lost my place. Right here, I think. Oh gosh, this is so pretty. And I'm not bragging, it's not me, it's just like my care for my friend is like coming through. Yay. Well, I am so happy with how this turned out. I got my turntable out so that I could show you all the way around. And like I said, I do wish I had more of the panicle hydrangeas or smooth, or whichever ones they are. But we have what we have, and I think it turned out so well. And I think she'll like it. I love it. It's really, I looked at it in the camera, it's really not translating over in the camera as well as it is in person. So anyway, I love it. You don't have to buy expensive faux flowers. These were a little bit more on the expensive side, but you can get them at the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, or wherever. I've done that, and I've made some absolutely beautiful arrangements for our senior center projects and different things like that. So you can make a lovely arrangement. You can go to the thrift store and buy a bowl or a vessel or something like that to put your faux flowers in and make a lovely little arrangement. This is a perfect rainy day project, and I'm just so pleased with how it turned out, and I'm excited to take this to her, and I want to get it to her before this video airs because I don't want her to see it. She watches my videos, thank you, and so I don't want her to see it before I can take it up to her. So thank you so much for being with me today. I really, really appreciate you being here. Let me know, do you like faux flowers, dried flowers, real flowers, or all three? So until next time, friends, happy gardening. Bye-bye.